What's up, everybody? Fat Cracker here. I've stepped away from the homestead videos for a while, but we're going to come back to it. It's a dreary day right now. We got a cold front coming through. Knock our temperatures down overnight for one day here in Florida. But I've been studying a lot on biochar. Watched a video the other night where right now we're in a burn ban, so I can't burn. But I'm trying to figure out how to make biochar. I don't really have enough biomass unless I cut my trees down, stuff like that to make it. But watched a video the other night. Guy told me, he said, if I could get 100% pure, untreated lump charcoal, that you can make biochar out of that. So what did I do? I went to your big box store. Bought me this bag right here. 100% all natural lump charcoal. What we're going to do today, because it's in big chunks, we want to pulverize it down. So I bought some sandbags from your local big box store. We're going to fill up these bags. I tried it out. I did it with a hammer. It's going to be a lot of work to break that whole bag down into enough to use in the garden. So we're going to use something a little bit bigger. We're going to fill up the bags, and we're going to use the old trusty dusty truck here to pulverize some biochar. We'll get it set up. We'll crush it and show you what it looks like after we run it over a few times. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right. So what I did is I went and got a 5-gallon bucket. We're going to take a bag, put it in the bucket, open it up a little bit. We'll take this and try to I'd say fill the bag maybe about halfway, give it room to spread out when we run it over. So we'll fill it up about like that. Now it's messy. That dust will get you. So now what we want to do, we're going to take the bag and seal it loosely. We don't want to tie it tight. Even though I tried earlier with a hammer, like I said, and a lot of dust come out of the bag, so I'm sure I'm not going to blow the bag up. I hope not. Hopefully they'll hold up to the truck. We'll get this in there, tie it down a little bit, and this is about what the bag looks like. We'll get the truck ready, back it up a little bit, put it under the tire. We'll show you how we roll it, run it over. Stay tuned. All right, we got the bag set up in front of the tire. What we're going to do is drive over it a couple times back and forth. And if this works out the way I want it to, I'll do 2 bags and drive over it both sides. Let's put it in the truck. We'll video it, see how it turns out. Excuse the radio, guys. We ran it over once. Now we're going back over it. We're going to go over it one more time. Don't hear any more crunching. One more time. All right, we'll back up, stop right there, turn the truck off while we look at it and see what it looks like. All right, let's see what we got. Untie this bag. Still got some big chunks in there. It's breaking it down. We might have to go over it a couple more times. Yeah, we want to get it pulverized as much as we can. We took it from big chunks to something like that. We want to go a little bit further down. All right, so I'll keep doing this and see if I can get it to where I want it. and I'll be back and see where we end up. All right, guys. Now, you can see here, this is what we started with, these big chunks right here. We'll set these to the side. I ran it over about 10 times, stomped on the bag a little bit. We're going to pour it in our wash tub here. And it's a mess. You will get dirty, you will get black on you. And we reduced it down to that much. We still got some bigger chunks in there. But I might take a tamping tool and beat that down. I'll probably go buy that and come back to it. But that'll get us about where we need to be, and then tamp down the big pieces a little bit. And I think we'll be all right. So now I'm gonna load up 2 bags, get the tamping tool or the hammer, and just try to crush down those big pieces inside the wash tub. Fill up a couple bags, run them over a couple times, repeat the process until I'm done with the bag. We'll be back when I'm finished. All right, guys, so we crushed it down, ended up with 4 bags of crushed. Got it down as far as we could go. Minimal work, it's dirty. Might be good to wet it down before you start pulverizing and stuff. So now what we got to do is inoculate it and charge it. So the first steps we're going to do, we're over here by my worm bin. I'm going to go into my worm castings. We're going to dig some worm castings out. Put those in there. And it don't matter if it's coarse or fine. It'll help. It'll still do good. Pick up our worm casting clumps. We still got some worms in there too. What we're doing here is using the microbes and stuff that are in the worm castings, letting them go into that biochar and get it supercharged to go in our raised beds in our garden. I'm gonna try to do an in-ground garden this year or next year, get it ready, prep it this year and get it ready for next year. I'm gonna make me a broad fork. We're gonna do a low-till method just using a broad fork. I'm gonna make my own, have a video about that. One more shovel full. So there we go, we got that much. I'm not sure if that's enough. This is all by feel. Then we'll start digging down in there and mixing it in. Like I said, there's still some big pieces. Break them up with a shovel. You see how dusty it is. Mix that around. And a little bit of this stuff goes a long way. More bigger chunks. We'll just chop it down with the shovel. Another video I saw where the guy took a shovel and pulverized all his. All right, we got that mixed in. Now, over here at the drain of my worm bin, I have some worm tea. We're gonna go ahead, it's a 5-gallon bucket full of it. Every time it rains, I collect it, spill it everywhere. We're gonna pour that in there. Some. And we'll mix it up, see what we look like. Definitely knocks down that dust a little bit. You walk around this side, mix it in. We'll finish mixing this in. And then I got one final superpower weapon. We'll get it over there, get it set up, and show you what it is. Stay tuned. All right, so this is the last stop here. I don't think we've had this on the homestead tour. These are my rabbits. I got one buck right here and 3 does. I'm about to start breeding them again, get a couple litters going, put some meat in the freezer, possibly sell a few to some people. I got a watering system, 5-gallon jug, gravity fed through here, where they got water pretty much all week long, especially in the hot. And I got the hutch here built over them, keep them out of the sun, and then a little bit out of the wind. So if you don't know, a rabbit has a certain spot where they'll use the bathroom. So what I did is I put that old wash tub down here where my old buck likes to urinate and poop. We're gonna let him do his thing for about a week, stir it every day, and then we'll let it sit, pull it out from under there, let it sit for a week or so. Then we'll mix it into our garden. I'll show you here in a minute. Our raised beds, I'm gonna make another raised bed or two, but mix it in, refill them, hopefully supercharge them, and we'll see how our yields turn out this time around. All right, we'll go and move over to the garden, but that's the end of the biochar. See, like my doe right here, this is her bathroom right here, right there. So that's it for the biochar. We'll let it inoculate and charge, be ready to go in the garden. Once it's ready, we'll show you how we mix it in. Then we'll get the garden set up. I'm gonna do some squash and some okra, and probably got some tomatoes about to be started. I'm a little late, like always. But we'll move to the garden and show you how my greens are doing in that old sweet potato bed. My other garden's been dead for the winter. We're gonna get it back going for the summer. We'll move over there. Okay, this was the sweet potato bed. Remember, I cleared the sweet potatoes out, harvested them a little early because the cold snap got to them. I ended up putting mustards, collards, and turnips in there. Mustards did pretty decent. Collards didn't really take off. I'm not sure what's happening there. And my turnips, I got the greens on top, and they're getting good little turnips down there. Got a real nice size one over here. It's my first time growing them. See that one there? They're all looking pretty decent. But we'll get these harvested down. We're going to take them down, put that biochar in there, mix it around, get it set. Probably do okra tomatoes in this one. And then over here, this has been dormant all summer, got weeds in it. I'll clean it out. You can see where I put the wood down for the bottom of the bed. We're going to put some more soil in it, put that biochar in it. Probably do some squash and zucchini in this bed. And then the third bed I get up, we'll probably do some cowpea and other things in it. All right. Y'all have a good one. Remember, if you ain't trying, you ain't making it, bud.